Well, let's just go on and get started. No time for intros. Of course, that is if it loads even. I haven't ever tried recording this, so I don't know if it's just gonna kill the game or not. I guess we'll find out. There we go. Alright, so we're playing the Stanley Parable today. And I've found a few new endings, so I might see if I can get them going. But for the most part, it's just gonna be whatever comes to mind. Whatever I decide to do happens. Deal with it.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push,
Sounds
how
almost
long
familiar.
to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
All I can think is graphics error.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Alright, here we
Something
go.
that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses,
There
he
we
got
go.
up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Yeah, this is laggy a bit. One thing I always love to do, touch every computer. I don't know why. Ugh. Username access. Nope. Ugh. Yeah, I know I do that. Whoa. Hold up. Let's see if I go down here. That is not something I've seen before. I may have to restart the game. Well then. Wonder if I can open this door. Nope. Or this one? No, of course not. Huh. Wow, so much for that. Well, I don't know, what can I do here? Ugh. Ugh. Maybe if I just... That is just weird. Nope, okay. Oh, wow. I've never had a game load error like that on this. That is ridiculous. Oh, let's see if it works this time.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Oh,
Stanley
there it
decided
is.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Didn't even start the dialogue. I didn't catch
No
it.
matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Let's see. I think I've already got this achievement, but...
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Oh, who cares? Apparently I could touch it from a distance. There we go.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Right. Screw it.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this
$1.25 for a can of
beautifully
soda?
constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Oh, bottle stuff. Still, $1.25? Wow.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Oh, bite me. Fuck nugget.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Oh, wow.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to businesses.
Nice. Yes. No. Yes. Nope. The heck with it.
Stanley was so bad at following directions,
Yeah.
it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Now, I'm sure other people have posted this ending before, but,
Look,
you know,
Stanley, I think
whatever.
perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize
Oh, wow.
that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this
Oh,
time.
bullshit.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stan. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
I'm not gonna let the
I'm not
dog
asking
help.
For me, I'm asking for her.
Shit.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside.
Oh,
To
damn
let
it.
her back into your life. She's been waiting.
I got myself stuck here and I can't do anything else. Whatever.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the
I wonder.
phone.
Nope, that call's not gonna end. Screw it.
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait.
Just realized that's
Oh,
not
goodness.
a telephone plug either.
Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that?
Oh my
You
god.
actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking
No,
up the phone
bullshit.
is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
What a surprise.
I
God.
can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making.
Well, when you said left door, I went right,
the severity
so...
of the situation. Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person.
At least
But
it's
if
not a
used
sexual
incorrectly,
assault
it can
video.
also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember
Set him on
that
fire.
unlike here, the
Yeah.
world makes sense, and at no
You
time
should
should
never
you make
get
a
cold
choice
in the winter.
that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
What? What the hell is that? A back sack and crack. Could someone please tell me what in the hell that is? Well, come on. Oh, maybe I...
Excellent.
There
Making choices on a regular basis
Oh,
is the
wow.
best part to a healthy decision-making process.
we go. I am
Most
very
medical
smart.
professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And
Jeez.
finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed
Holy
that this
hell.
room has begun to deteriorate
Danger
as a
everywhere,
result
of course.
narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been.
I don't think
This
I want
way,
to take those
please.
stairs. Or that forklift. Definitely don't like that pipe. Oh, God. Well, off we go again, I suppose. Yeah. Oh, come on! I can't jump off the platform.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
Well, at least he
Imagine
thought
the main
ahead.
character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Apparently it's a power gate, but I see no hinge. I don't even know who controls the lift. Just remember. Oh, man.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
This is a really confusing office building,
Now
too.
remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do
Whoa.
that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Holy crap. Well then. Well, at least the computer's normal. Wait a minute. Anyone ever seen that number before? Whoa.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't
Well
believe
then.
after everything we talked about that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why?
I think something
For
broke
what?
here.
What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? Well, it's worthless now. And what am I
he's a little
supposed to do?
upset.
Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that?
Wonder.
I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever.
No,
Reliving
there's
its
no way.
impossibility
Okay.
forever. Oh, I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I
Whiteboard
do?
manager.
What do I do?
Wow.
What do I... No, I have to.
Managers
I have to
for
shut the
everything
game
these
down.
days.
I have to. I have to.
Push for funding. Whoa. Well, that didn't make it any better.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed.
Not even a
It was the only
light
thing in
source.
the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it.
No, there's not.
That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it.
Cow.
I tried so hard.
Well then.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What, are you kidding?
No! Why did you do that?
Wait a
Quickly,
minute.
hurry.
Nah.
Behave exactly as Stanley would.
Wonder
That
how many
means
times I
choosing
can do this before I get
responsibly
annoyed
and
with it.
always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do
Jackass.
that? Quickly, hurry.
Whoa.
Behave exactly as Stanley would.
Fine.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to
Oh,
the
hurry
task.
up and
Just
open the
follow my lead
door.
and you'll be fine. All right.
Ramble on
When
like a
Stanley
grandmother.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the
Come
door on his
on.
left.
Really? The door's gonna hit me in the face. Ugh. God. Oh yay,
Not a
we're
single
back to
person
normal.
here either.
Yes.
Feeling a
great.
wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer
Wait a
there.
minute, I remember this. I
Coming to a
think I
staircase,
remember
Stanley
this.
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Couldn't figure out how to get past it though.
Stepping inside his manager's office,
Let's see.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up.
Try it, I guess.
But now he
Well,
would
come
draw from
on.
within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 115. Oh, come on.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Night Shark 115. Oh, come on.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you?
Oh, God.
Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Hurry up, you. Fucker. Come on. Just...
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do.
Whoa.
I asked you for this one
Poor
single
panda.
thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right.
Yeah,
you could have
tried
done
that.
whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak.
Y'all saw
Say
how well
something
that
to me.
worked out well.
Explain yourself, you coward.
Well then.
When Stanley came
Holy hell.
open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley?
I do not look like that.
Are you... Is everything okay?
Yeah, I definitely don't look like that.
I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through.
Yay, the end. Well, I guess that's the end of this video, so...
Can you hear me?
Until next time, whenever that is, see y'all.
Stanley, this is